Good morning, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel. This is another Saturday session. I am here in the beautiful Hamble Marina, and we're here today to do a treasure trail. Now these are nationwide. I so happen to be doing the one in Hamble because I live quite near Hamble. It's a spy mission treasure trail. It's themed, which is quite cool. It says it's going to take a couple of hours, 1.5 miles of walking apparently. And we need to solve some clues and answer the treasure questions. So it's a little bit like the Ordnance Survey book, but in real life. So that's what we're going to do. So just before we start, we're going to read the mission briefing. Here we go. It's called Water Palaver. This mission may be. Miles high, the racing yachtsman has had enough. He's sick and tired of flash gin palaces full of party people using the river. They get in his way and disturb his peace. So he has concocted a sinister plot with the help of a magnetic device. Once activated, it will destroy all the noisy motorboats in the Hamble, which is the local river over there, including the ferry and the lifeboat. We can't let that happen, so we've sent field agents, or should that be scuba agents, to spy on Miles and his team from under their boat. Spymaster, codename Camouflage, has caught clues to the device's deactivation code from snippets of overheard scheming, and has scattered them across Hamble for us to decipher. Can you, our top spy, follow the clues to crack the code and save the day? We'll give it a good go. So let's get to it. Right, clue number one. There's a lot of clues here. Clue number one says, study the marina map at the entrance to the car park. The word preceding stores is the answer to your first clue. Then you've got to record the answer in the first line of the mission answer grid, and then we move on. So let's have a look. I'm in front of the map now. So we want the word preceding stores. The word preceding, got it. Yachtsman. Let's record that in the book. So there we go, I've got it in there so we can see the M is highlighted in green. So it looks like M is going to be our first letter. So we're off. So it's telling us to have a look to make sure we're not being followed by Miles. And then when we're safe, exit the car park the way we came in, which is this road I'm walking down now. And then scramble up the hill, crossing to the left-hand pavement with the road to your right. So let's do that. Cross over to the left-hand pavement with the road to your right. And then clue two says, have a good look around for a red and white symbol on a blue background. A red and white symbol on a blue background, okay. It will definitely be leading to the answer. Record it in the second line of your grid. Once solved, twist left and sneak towards the village centre. So, okay. A red and white symbol on a blue background. So here we go, red and white symbol on a blue background, and which is obviously a dead end symbol, and it says obviously leading to, so it's got to be Crow Sport. Got to be Crow Sport, leading to Crow Sport, so we'll get that into our answer grid. There we go, Crow Sport is in, so we can see that the P is highlighted in green, so that's our second letter. Okay, we now have to sneak towards the village centre, which is what we're doing. And clue three says this: number 1 Copper Hill Terrace can also be found where? Take the word that appears before lane and using the spider code up on the inside back page, convert the letters, enter them into your grid. Number 1 Copper Hill Terrace. So I guess we have to find number 1 Copper Hill Terrace. So I'm on Satchel Lane, so I'm assuming it is Satchel Lane, as you can see there. So I need to use this decoder here to figure out Satchel, what Satchel is in this decoder. So I'm going to do that and pop it into the grid. Okay, so I've done that. I've got a load of random letters, and we can see V is highlighted in green. So on we go. So it says shortly after the last clue, slip down Well Lane. Now I think I know Well Lane because I've run down it before. And it says solve the next vital clue along the way down the lane, and at the bottom dart right into Rope Walk and scan around for another clue. Okay, let's have a look. So clue 4 is going to be down Well Lane, which is just here. So as we go down, it says at the information board, look underneath digging a well. If 1, 2 is strong, 4, 1 is brick, and 6, 3 is directly, what is 8, 4? Record this word into your next line of your answer grid. Oh dear, here we go. Here's the board. Okay. If 1, 2 is strong, 4, 1 is brick. I've got it. Okay. If 1, 2 is strong. So paragraph 1, word 2, sorry, line 1, word 2 is strong. Line 4, word 1 is brick. And 6, 3 is directly. Yep, directly. Then what is 8, 4? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, undermined. Gotta be, isn't it? Undermined. Does it fit? Let's have a look. It blooming well did fit. Get in there. So off we go down the lane and we're going to turn right. Before we get to the bottom of the lane, there's a little fact here. It said rope was once made in Hamble. The rope making industry is remembered in a street named a rope walk. Copper Hill Terrace was named after a container where tar was boiled. Didn't know that about rope. Okay, it says, I think we're on rope walk now. It says, along rope walk, seek a footpath sign on your left, tiptoe through the wooden gate straight ahead towards the marina wall. Okay. There's the footpath sign. Here's the gate, it's a right of way. And here we are at the harbour wall, so I'm going to read the clue here. Along the harbour wall, identify something concerning the 4th of June 2015. The role of the person who commissioned this, not the name or title, is the answer and must be recorded in the grid. Let's have a look. I can see something up here, maybe this is it. The Royal Southern Yacht Club, 4th of June 2015, there we go. 4th of June 2015. The role of the person who commissioned this. So is that patron? Can't be His Royal Highness the Prince. Not his name or title, so the role. So that's got to be patron, isn't it? And I think it fits. Let's put it in. And it does indeed fit. Right. We need to go back the way we came. Let's go. So it says we need to retrace our steps back to the gate and continue along rope walk in the direction you were walking. And when you reach the end, dart left to the slipway area and keep your eyes peeled. The sun has come out as well. I thought it was going to be cloudy all day. Whew, what a great start. Already done those queues. We are 0.92 miles into the walk and we're only on clue 6. Don't know how this is only going to be 1.5 miles. Anyway, we're now at the end of rope walk and we're going to dart left. And it says keep your eyes peeled. Now the clue says subtract the year the cottages were built from the year the Royal Yacht Club was established. The number of years remaining is the answer you seek. So the year the cottages were built and the year the Royal Yacht Club was established. Let's have a look round. That says 1850 up there, but I'm not sure if that's right. But this is the yacht club, established August 2008. There's some cottages here. I don't know if this, no, this is the yacht club still, 2008. Although that one there, don't know if you can see that. The Royal Southern Yacht Club says established 1837. So I think we're going to have to go with 1837, aren't we? It was 1850 and 1837. Obviously the difference is 13. Okay, I'm just sat here on the slipway. I don't think I can see any other date, so it's 1850, take away 1837, which is 13, so let's pop that in the grid. Okay, there we go, 13 is in. It's highlighted in number 3. So far so good, 6 clues done, 13 to go. Okay, I was just walking back and I saw on August 1818, now these are more like cottages than that over there. So I'm thinking it's 1818 and 1837. And of course the difference there is 19. So I might have to change my answer. Okay, I've changed the answer, I'm more confident with that one. So we go back to the cottages, it says here, turn right and head up the hill where there are 10 sails and 3 flags. Look around very carefully for a date that follows IC. It's very small and almost invisible to baffle you. You will need super spy vision. Once you've found it, write it in your grid in reverse order. So we're going up the hill now, where there are 10 sails and 3 flags. Okay. Okay, so I think I found it. The 10 sails and the 3 flags is this Victory pub, and a very nice gentleman has helped me see the date, and it's just up there. I don't know if you can see it. It says IC 1806. It used to be painted white apparently. Now it's in black. So we're going to record that down in reverse, which is obviously 6081. So let's get it in. Oh, it's a lovely day. Okay, it says clue number 8. It said advance up the hill to track down the old house. It won't be difficult, it's old. I think I see it already. But can you identify what type of listed building it is? It's vital that you figure this out and record it in your grid. Oh dear, okay. Well, it's got to be this one. It looks ancient. Here, I'll show you. So that does look really old. It's some sort of listed building. The old house. An English listed building. It's right there. English listed building. Okay, so the next clue says spot the following image nearby, which is the image here. I'll show it on screen. Then I've got to look for a gold medal winner and note down 4 7-letter words found top to bottom. Well, I found the image, which is here. Right behind it is a gold letterbox, and I think if we go around here, there is a plaque which says this postbox has been painted gold by Royal Mail to celebrate Danny King, gold medal winner, London 2012 Olympic Games in the cycling track women's team pursuit. So I need to find the 4 7-letter words in this plaque. So what have we got? We've got painted, we've got Olympic, cycling and pursuit. Painted, Olympic, cycling and pursuit. Then it says pop the letters in the following positions in your grid. Oh, okay. All right, I've got to do a bit of working out here. Give me a second. Okay, so I needed to write them in alphabetical order, and then it told me to write down the letters from each word and each position in the word, and it ended up being cryptic. So I'm assuming that's correct, which means our T is highlighted. Brilliant, let's move on. Right, it says step back onto the main pavement and head back up the hill with the road on your right hand side. So we've done that, and then it says pay attention now. You're looking for yet another old building from 1563. All you need to do is enter the relevant colour into your grid, spelt the way you find it. 1563. Okay. 1563. Now here's a pub called Ye Old White Hart, and it's spelt W-H-Y-T-E. All I need to do is find a 1563 somewhere, and then we'll know it's right. But I think it has to be 1563. Perfect. There we go, we've got it in there, W-H-Y-T-E, and the Y is the one highlighted, so there we go. Let's move on. Okay, clue 11 says follow the pavement all the way to a Norman church on the left, and then enter the church grounds. And then there's a little bit underneath what we've got to do when we get there. So let's get to the church. Oh, it's turned out beautiful today, actually. The thing with this sort of trail is I've not had a chance to catch my breath yet. It's just constant clues. Here we go. This has got to be it. Let's go into the grounds. So the rest of the clue says, on the memorial for the Great War, which I assume is this, spot the numbers that look like fractions, add up the denominators for your answer. Okay, so I think, here we go, we've got a 2/1 there and a 1/19 below it. And I think that's it, so it's 19 add 1, which is 20. I think they're the only fractions. Let me just double check. Yep. Ah, we got more. We got a 4 and a 14. So that's 38 in total. Is it all of them? Gonna have to risk it. We've got a 4, 14, and we've got a 1 and a 19. So that's 20, 34, 38. And there we go, 38 fits nicely. Let's move on. There's actually a little fact here, and it says, look at the markings on the door of the church. Fishermen who went to sea went to church and made a mark as they left the building. If they came back, they went to church to thank God and mark another mark on the door, so marking a cross. Let's have a look. Yeah, wow, look at that. It's a cross there. Right there. There's absolutely loads of them. Fascinating. Okay, the next clue says, beyond the entrance to the church, seek a very old rock shaped from a fossil tree. A very old rock shaped from a fossil tree. Well, where's that then? I've seen a rock here. Is this it? Let's have a look. Yeah, this memoriam seat has been shaped from a 200 million year old fossil tree and installed in the year 2000. Well, the rest of the clue says, list all the numbers from 0 to 9 that do not appear here and times the smallest by the largest and enter the answer into your grid as a word. I need to have a closer look at the sign, I think. Yeah, so it's quite difficult to see, but there are some dates on there. So obviously we've got a 1, a 2, there's no 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, but there is a 7, 8 and 9. So I think our smallest is 3 and our largest is 6. So 6 times 3 is 18, and it wants it as a word. Let's have a look. And why not sit on the seat as we do it? Here we go, 18, hope it fits. It does. Brilliant, and the H has been highlighted. Awesome, let's move on. Okay, apparently it says, be warned, secret agents, some of Miles's goons may be lurking ahead. So we need to retrace our steps, leave the church the way we came in and go back to the place of clue 10, which was the old White Hart pub. So we're going to go back there. Okay, this clue 13 says I've got to find some sort of face in some sort of stone. I'll put it on screen now, but I think I've found it. It's up here, look. So here it is. The clue says, enter the location into your grid in full but without any spaces. So I'm assuming then the gun house without any spaces. Let's put it in. Okay, it says we need to then go right into School Lane, which is right there, and then when we reach Green Lane, turn left. So let's go. Right, it says once we're down Green Lane, we have to discover a special type of field, and then we take the first word using the cipher A equals 1, B equals 2, etc. Convert the letters to numbers and add them together, and then repeat the process for the second word, and then subtract the lowest from the highest and enter the result into your grid. Well, it's got to be this, isn't it? Donkey Derby Field. So using that code then, A equals 1, B equals 2, I'm going to do it with maths and then I'll get back to you. Okay, I've done my maths. Donkey comes up to 74 and Derby comes up to 54. And obviously if we subtract the smaller from the larger, we get 20. So let's hope that fits in the grid. And as we can see, it fits quite nicely. Brilliant, 5 clues to go, come on. So this clue says, advance along Green Lane, past a white picket fence and a nature reserve on your right. I've just passed the white picket fence there, and the nature reserve is coming up here. And then it says, comb around to spot the image for your next clue ahead of you. Well, that's got to be the nature reserve. Okay. Well, let's read the clue. Look out for the following restriction zone in the following surveillance image. So it's a no entry sign. And I can see 2 ahead of me, so let's keep walking. On the post below one of these, identify a single word to help you crack the code. Write all the letters of this word into your grid in alphabetical order. In alphabetical order? Well, let's get to the signs and have a look. Oh dear, we've got a problem. So there is, so the no entry sign is on the other side. And there's the other one. But there's no sign on the bottom of that one. And this sign is blank. That's an issue. Because I saw it from the back and thought, ah yeah, it's going to be on that sign. But it's blank. I'm not going to be able to write anything down for this one, guys. Disappointing, but we move on. Okay, as you have the special agent status, enter beyond the security restriction and scramble downhill, which we're doing now. There are no pavements on the hill, so take great care, which we will. At the bottom, turn right to solve the next clue. No problem. Turning right. As you approach the end of the road, spot a flagpole in the distance ahead of you and just slightly to the left. Note the initials of the place it's associated with and they'll fit nicely into the next line of your mission answer grid. Okay, I do see a flagpole. It's just over there and it says the Hamble River Sailing Club, HRSC. Does that fit? Let's have a look. The initials for Hamble River Sailing Club do fit. Really upset about that clue before, but there's nothing we can do now. We're going to have to guess on that green one. We've got 3 clues to go. Let's go. Okay, it says follow the footpath at the end to follow the quay around to the left, which I'm doing now. Skirt along the water's edge. Heading back towards the village. Past the Boatyard Cafe and Lifeboat Station for 2 further clues. Okay. So I assume we go around this footpath here to go along the water's edge. Clue 17 says direct your attention to some wartime memories. What lines were laid under the ocean from Hamble to Cherbourg? Enter this word into the next line of your grid. Wartime memories. Oh, there could be some over here. Let's have a look. No, that was to do with the Platinum Jubilee. Look at this though, beautiful River Hamble. Absolutely glorious. And what a day it's turned out to be. There's a sign here, let's have a look. Okay, this is not wartime memories, this is sponsored benches for Hamble. Let's move on. Okay, I think we found it. Wartime memories. Let's have a look. Okay. Pluto lines. Just after the day, Pluto lines, which are pipelines under the ocean, were laid across the channel from Hamble or Ice BP terminal to Cherbourg. There we go, Pluto. Let's pop it in. Pluto fits quite nicely. 2 to go. So clue 18 says, with a little imagination, maybe you're looking for something that resembles a giant grape or olive, but what year was it designed? Add this to the year it was withdrawn, and you've got another answer for your grid. So we're adding 2 years together. Let's have a look. I think I found it already, look. Right there. Okay, we can see the two dates are 1949 and 1986. So add them together and let's pop it in the grid. Okay, our final clue says duck around the corner to the slipway area to seek the last vital clue in your mission. What does it say? Let's have a look. So clue 19, use this guide to follow the river. Go higher than Bunny Meadows footpath to find something lower with 8 letters and write that word into your final grid. Oh, we're back here by the cottages and the yacht club. So use the guide to follow the river. Okay, I found it. I found a guide that follows the river. Bunny Meadows footpath is there. And we need to find something lower with 8 letters above it. And it is, of course, Lower Swanwick. So let's get that in. Swanwick is the word, isn't it? Let's pop it in. So I've just been to the little riverside cafe there and got myself a cappuccino. Now what we need to do here in order to solve the combination is we need to cross off. So for example, we've got an M here and we need to cross the M off. And once we've done all these, that should leave us with 4 letters or numbers, which goes in this box down the bottom here, and that's our solution code. Now, the problem is 15, we couldn't find the clue because it's either been rubbed off or taken down. So there'll be 1 left, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So let's start crossing them off. So there's an M there, a P, V, D, O, 9, a 6 and a 1, G, T, Y, a 3 and an 8, H, U, S, 0, R, L, 5, W, A, and C. Right, so that's definitely a 2. That's definitely an I. And that's definitely a K. Now the problem is it's an N and a 7, but this would have been a word, not a number. Because the clue, let's look at the clue quickly. It said, look out for the following restriction zone, identify a single word to help you crack the code. So if that was a word then, that means a letter would have been taken away, which is that, which means it has to be a 7. It's got to be. 27IK, I believe, is the solution. And what I need to do is, I think I can submit it. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish my coffee, I'm going to submit the answer, and fingers crossed, we get a prize. But that's it for this treasure shell. I really enjoyed that. It's been 3.2 miles, so a lot more than the 1.5 miles that it said. And it has taken me less than 2 hours. It's taken me about 1.5 hours. So, bit of a weird one how the distance is higher and the duration is shorter, but still it was good fun, and I believe these are nationwide. So go onto the Treasure Trails website if you're in the UK, and there'll be one near you, I am sure. They are really good fun. It was only 12 quid, and I'm going to submit the answer and maybe I'll win a prize, so we'll see how we do with that. But for now, we're all done with the Saturday session. I hope you enjoyed that one. It was like a little puzzle in real life. I'll see you again very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.